For the most part, everyone is actually pretty decent. Like, I wouldn't say everyone is like good, but for the most part, they are like every character is pretty decent. Every character has really strong points, really strong points, and then like for example, Machamp, considered the weakest character in the game, just because he has a no field phase game. But once he gets up in dual phase, he becomes really dangerous. So it's really hard to kind of rank characters in this game. Like, it really is. But Lucario is good in the game, to answer your question. Is Shadow Mewtwo broken? Shadow Mewtwo is balanced. Shadow Mewtwo hits really hard, but he doesn't hit as hard as the power characters like Charizard, Machamp, Garchomp. And he has very low health. He has the lowest HP in the game, and not only that, he takes away HP from himself by just doing moves. So basically, you're killing yourself for just playing the game as Shadow Mewtwo. So Shadow Mewtwo is really strong, but he doesn't have any autopilot moves either. Like normal Mewtwo has Confusion, he has the Elemental Punches. Pikachu has a really strong up A, has a really strong counter attack. Lucario has a strong up A. Lucario has a pretty decent counter attack game like that. Shadow Mewtwo doesn't really have any of that. Shadow Mewtwo has a average, at best, projectile game, the field phase. You really want to do most of your combos for damage and stuff like that. So Shadow Mewtwo is relatively fair. Yeah, 2-3 grabs from Machamp, unscaled grab from Machamp is definitely GG for sure. Yeah, without a doubt. For sure. I'm trying to fix the chat right now, that's why I'm not saying anything. Let's see if this... Alright, nothing's coming out unfortunately. Pikachu hitting with the super. This is pretty much like his first damage. Insane. I don't think anyone autopilots as hard as either the Pikas. Well, I mean, Pikachu Libre, I think, has a little bit more of a... In terms of the definition, autopilot has a better autopilot game than normal Pikachu. But the thing about Pikachu Libre is that his best move, which is his down A counter into counter grab, command grab, it's really easy to just get rid of that and nullify. All you gotta do is block it. You hold block, he does his little rollout. Oh my god, did Popo come back? Popo came back. Oh my god. I'm over here talking but Popo makes the comeback. But you just hold down block on his down A, and he does the little rollout into the command grab. If you block it or you don't get hit by the rollout, the grab doesn't come out. And that's like his best autopilot move. But for sure, both Pikachus definitely have some pretty good autopilot game. For sure. Yeah, that comeback was crazy. I know. Tell me about it. It's insane. That's one of the things about Pokken. You can definitely make comebacks. Like, it's I don't want to say making comebacks in Pokken is easy, because it's not. But I think you're more prone to see comebacks in Pokken than any other fighting game right now. That's big on the scene, for sure. The salty run back low. PK Libre is a female, yes. Pikachu Libre is a female. She has a little heart on her little tail, try to be kawaii, Alright, so Lucario down at 1 HP. I think that's a bad Cresselia. He just wants Synergy Gauge, obviously, but... Oh my god, you don't want to do any air moves with Otacon. He has really good anti-air game. Oh, you gotta be careful. Oh, there goes the up A. Popo taking the first set. Yeah, there we go. 1 HP run back, let's go. The dream is dead. Yeah, Popo came back with 1 HP and it was just pretty crazy. Yeah, the bait was real, definitely. They're quitting the battle. What's going on? All right. Alright, so we're gonna see what Otacon does because he's right now. Okay, Otacon is going with pressure focus. I don't know. I think special support are like the two best tiers, definitely. Pressure. If I'm correct, pressure is the one that gives you full synergy gauge at the final round. But the thing is, Lucario is an average synergy gauge character, so that means he gains a synergy gauge on average speed. So you don't really need the pressure focus. Like you're pretty decent with special. But I think special is just the best tier in the game. I mean, a lot of people have their preferences, but for sure, special is up there. All right, so here we go. We got a lot of down. Oh, the bone rush coming in. Oh my God. Able to hit confirm on the wall juggle, even though Pikachu was literally like a frame away from being invincible. Do you prefer random stages or only stadium? Personally, I prefer stadium. Reason being is that the random stages, each stage has different properties. Like one could be an oval, one could be a circle, one could be small, one could be huge. And the thing is, like, a lot of people think, okay, random stages is not really a big deal, but it actually is. So for example, if you're a zoner and you go into a random stage in a local, or like let's say it's not gonna happen in majors because there's only stadium in majors, but let's just say for example in majors, you're like a chandelier and you get hit with a small stage, you're already at a disadvantage. Especially if you're playing against a Pokemon like a Garchomp or any of the Mewtwo's that just thrive in dual face. So that's why the random stages, I personally just don't really like it. Stadium, you know the size, is a medium-sized stage. It's fair for everyone. It's fair for zoners. It's fair for the fighters. So. Oh, he caught him with the super. Oh my goodness. That's game, for sure. Unscaled super, that's game, yeah. That is game. Chandelier. Chandelier trophies. Yeah, man. Chandelier. Yeah. I think that was way too soon to drop the... That was way too soon to drop the support there. He should have done that later on in the game, in all honesty. Like, just dropping it in the very beginning. Lucario's projectile game and fuel phase is average. A lot better than like a lot of the other dual phase thriving Pokemon. But it's not necessary of a... It's not warranting of a support. I forgot the name of that Pokemon, but that specific support at that current point in time. That's going to be blocked. It's not. Wow. Alright. He didn't have enough time to block. Alright. Unless you want to face a Shandy on Tellertown. Yeah, that's good night. That is so much space for a Chandelier to operate. For sure. No synergy power. Machamp only state. No thank you. That's a death wish. Chandelier. Listen, man. I'm sorry. Listen. When it comes to Pokemon, I am only knowledgeable on the first two gens and a little bit of Black and White, because I actually played Black and White. Zekrom in the house, man. Zekrom is one of my favorite Pokemon. But any other Pokemon from any other generation besides maybe third gen, because I know a little bit of third gen too. I don't really know how to pronounce their names all too much because I've been absent from the Pokemon games for a really long time. I'm not much of a handheld player, so that kind of falls into that too. Whimsicott, Scott, there you go. That's the name of the support. Yeah, Tekken has random stages too, but Tekken doesn't play anything like this with a field phase, dual phase. So. This is true, PK Sparks, I agree. Chandelier is from Black and White. I just got body bag. Good night. Oh my goodness, the cancel from the super. Throwing out the super and it got hit. It's the ADC game from Otacon. This ADC game from... Yeah, man. It's real right now. It looks like Popo's really reliant on down projectiles for Pikachu when it comes to the dual face. So you got to be careful with the up A on Lucario. Lucario's up A is really strong. Oh no, that was just a really bad button press. So now Otacon has tied it up, 1 up apiece. Well, you play. I mean, yeah, it's true. You play random online in ranked mode, but that's online. Like, there's so many unknown variables that could happen online. Somebody could literally be playing off their cell phone, their mobile hotspot, and you're just gonna lag the whole game. Like, what can you do about that? There's a lot of variables that come on online too. Connections, input lag due to connections, things of that nature. So, but I understand what you're saying. Unknown. Oh, the God Fist coming. Oh, he whiffed on the second one. See, Popo needs to understand that the up A is definitely going to come as a punishment or a wake-up button. His up A is really safe. No, I agree, you know. I understand what you're saying, but I agree with the fact that tournament shouldn't be on random. So, that's just a stance that I take. So, alright, now it looks like Otacon is starting to get a read on Popo, which is not good for Popo. See, he's just dooring out. The Whimsicott got too early. Way too early, man. You got to do that, like, we're in a very dangerous situation. And you're in field phase. There's no need for it in dual phase, obviously. But especially if you're up close with a Pikachu. You know, especially for Lucario, like it was a Suicune or anything like that, or any of the other zoners. Being in dual phase and dropping a Whimsicott makes sense. But against Lucario, not too much. Lucario thrives on a lot of bone rushes, up A's. Oh my goodness, there goes the counter attack. Oh, the counter attack. Oh my god, Pikachu's counter attack is so godlike. So strong. Zocker making a very strong point on Tekken and SC. The reads. There was just a lot of counter-attacking action going on there, and Otacon just wasn't really expecting it. It's one of those buttons where you know your opponent's going to press it, be like, nah, he's not going to do it again. There's just no way. Oh my god. Popo's going in right now. It's just one of those situations where you're like, that button is so unsafe, because I could just grab it. But he's not going to do it again. And then he does it again. And he's just like, oh, come on. All right, he's not going to do it again. Now, he's just a good player, right? Good players won't do it. And then he does it again. It's one of those situations. All right, they're both in synergy mode now. So this is getting... Oh, is this going to land? This lands. This is not game, though. I don't think this is game. No, it's not. See? All right, but he is in a very winnable situation right here. He just cannot drop this game. Oh man, see, he should have got up close. If he got up close and he would have pressed the Cresselia, that would have been massive damage. That was a free grab right there. Oh no, Pikachu, don't let this happen to you, Popo. Don't let this happen to you. Oh, that's game! Popo winning a 2-1. Nice. Otacon sent home